welcome back to the channel, Moto Chronicles. Appreciate you joining me. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I really appreciate all your help, and we look forward to providing you more quality content in the future. Check out today's video. New Year's Day, I was lucky enough to join Greg Harvey and Josiah Nolan as they did some enduro riding in the rock-filled trails of northern New Jersey. What an amazing experience. Check out this interview. All right, here we are, Moto Chronicles, and we're with Josiah Nolan and the legendary Greg Harvey. Hey guys, tell me about this spot where you guys are what do you consider this?
First day of the year.
Not for the faint of heart.
It's January 1st, 2025.
January 1st, which means we're on track to be riding every day this year.
Yeah, so we're riding every single day. All right, so we are at the top of these two little mountains over here. There's a pond over here, a Holstein Lake, and then there's an Indian Lake on the other side. And it's North Jersey. It's very, very rocky in here. You can see there's lots of rocks with lichen all over it, so it's very technical up here, right on this little peak. We'll ride this peak either back over this gnarly stuff, which gets really extreme, or we're going to drop down off the cliff of this thing, which is pretty crazy.
Around the back there.
Well, it's going to come down through these rocks here. We've done it before in the past. We might go back up the other way, but you kind of go in, drop on the back side of these rocks, and that little slanted tree, you drop down there. There's another step down, and we're going to get down over there to the flat, lonely stuff. But when everybody talks about riding dirt bikes, this is like
really dirt ride. This is what you would consider hard enduro.
This is hard enduro. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the bikes. I mean, what did you guys put into these?
Go for it, Josiah.
Mine's a KTM. It's a 2014. I'm probably due for a new one by now, but it was all like pretty much souped up when I bought it. So they've got like steering dampener. They changed the sprocket out. They put the all the protective gear, like the skid plate and the bark busters and everything. Basically, all I did was I fixed what I had broken after the few first rides.
Is this a wrap?
This is graphics that I bought online. So that's pretty much the only thing I did is put the graphics on and then fix whatever I break through time. But
right,
everything's pretty much souped up when I got it.
Yeah.
Put a new light on.
Guarded it all the way.
And Greg, tell me about this Husky right here.
It's a TE 300 Pro. But again, right when you go through it, you got to put all your guards on first. You got to make sure you have your brake guard on. Don't smash that through the rocks. Your beaver tail, your skid plate. You put an extra cable on here. Your billet cover, so you don't smash your cover. Your front disc guards, your bark busters, and stock clutch. There's a pipe on there for the rear silencer, but most of it's stock. And I'm running it in the first map, which is pretty great. But it's got a really low, like, transmission in it, so this thing is fucking killer in the rocks. It's my first time riding it out here. This thing is whooping ass out here.
What would you say to anybody thinking about getting into this hard enduro stuff?
I have a recluse clutch on mine, and that, for me, because I started only a few years ago,
yeah,
for me that was great. I'd say a recluse clutch would save you in a lot of like sticky situations, but I mean otherwise
you need a super gummy tire. You want to make sure that your tires are super gummy, right? So we've been running these moose bibs in here, and it's a piece of foam that goes around it. There's no tube, it's just a moose bib, and you can see that this tire is only running like, it feels like 7 or 10 psi. So when you're rolling on the rocks, it really grabs and grits around the rocks.
No
super gummy tire.
You can't puncture it and ruin it because it's just foam in there. So.
Wow,
that's the way to go. It's
pretty incredible.
And then, I mean, I think we got to start off with the tires.
Tires is the biggest.
And our suspension is really plush for these rocks. Like when you first start out here, like you're holding on so much with your hands, you want to be able to hold on with your legs and let the bike float over it. So these bikes are kind of tuned more for this. So a motocross bike or a street bike would have a really stiff suspension compared to these. This one's sag, they feel pretty plush in the rocks, but you want to make sure it has some little bite in there so it's not dogging it on everything.
So,
and also, yeah.
you were saying you started a few years ago?
Yeah.
Wow, that's...
Well, that's like 10 years, I feel like.
No, well, I think I bought it in 2019. Really didn't start riding until COVID hit. We went out a bunch.
Okay,
this is the stuff that I started
so
on,
4 or 5 years ago then. So that's pretty
like 4
impressive. How about you? You've been doing it for a little bit.
For a while. When I moved to Jersey, I started riding with these guys that rode over here, and I was like, yeah, I used to ride all the time. But like, okay. Then I got my ass handed to me out here, and I was like, holy crap, this is a totally different animal, totally different beast. But it was so challenging. I really loved it. And now finally, I feel like I'm kind of coming into a little bit of talent, but it's such a hard road to ride this stuff.
Terrain is like for me starting out, it was like jumping in the deep end, not knowing how to swim. It was like you just, you know, school of hard knocks. I think it's the best way to learn.
Well, this wakes you right up. This just as soon as you get in here, this place humbles you really quick. Real
if you're
quick.
riding your whole life, you come out here, it's like,
dude, today I had a bad wipeout.
Yeah, you're getting your butt handed to you. But I think it's a good foundation for building your skills, and I think for balance. I think, I don't know, I love it.
Now, just getting into some other things. So you guys are both professional stuntmen.
Yep. Josiah's a professional. I'm unemployed.
Okay. Well, tell me, has this helped you think,
here,
with this in the stunt world?
What's that?
Has having the experience with the bikes helped you in the stunt world?
I mean,
I would say 100%, because we were riding in some mud the other day, and it was like, mud, and I'm like, mud? The mud's no problem. I said, with big Harleys, I'm like, yeah, no problem. So you definitely are more balanced, I think, when you ride this, because you are going so slow. So you have to have so much different, I guess, technique, you know, for riding in this stuff. And then once you get on set, you are going slow, but you're going through mud, rocks, crap, you go over cables and stuff, and that stuff doesn't phase you anymore. You're just like, snooze fest. Now, I think
it definitely
so,
applies. Yeah, definitely helps out.
For sure.
Business.
Cool, man. Cool. Thanks for joining us on the channel Moto-Chronicles with Greg Harvey and Josiah Nolan. Here we are on top of the hill.
Happy New Year, 2025, baby.
Woo-hoo.
Way to start.
Thank you for joining me. I'm your host, CC Rider at Moto Chronicles. Don't forget to please hit the like and subscribe button when you get a chance. I really appreciate it. And future content, custom bike builders. I'm going to talk about how they found that chopper and what they did to make it look like it looks now. Antique motorcycle restoring. I have somebody that's amazing at what they do with these antique Harley Davidsons. Incredible. Okay, enduro racing. A little bit of snippet you just saw with Greg Harvey. Motocross and backcountry discovery routes. We look forward to seeing everybody more. Stay tuned to Moto Chronicles.